Have you ever noticed how your body feels just a little slower than it used to? Maybe mornings are harder, your energy dips in the afternoon, or you catch colds more often than before. It's one of those things no one warns us about. One day you wake up and realize that the habits that carried you through your 30s and 40s don't quite hold up anymore. But here's the good news. It's never too late to start feeling better, stronger, and more alive. The key? It starts right on your plate. See, what you eat after 65 has a far greater impact than most people realize. Your body is changing, your digestion slows a bit, your muscles and bones need a little more care, and your immune system, well, it could use a boost. But the beautiful thing is that nature has already given us the tools. You just have to know which ones to use. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 foods that can help boost your energy, strengthen your immunity, and maybe even help you live a little longer with more joy and vitality. Let's start with one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked foods for older adults. Leafy green vegetables. I know, spinach, kale, collards. It's nothing glamorous, but these greens are like magic for the aging body. They're packed with vitamins like A, C, and K, loaded with fiber and rich in antioxidants that protect your cells from damage. But here's where it really matters for you. They also help improve brain health, reduce inflammation, and support strong bones. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach has more than your daily requirement of vitamin K, which helps calcium stick to your bones instead of floating away. And if chewing raw greens feels like a chore, you can sauté them in a little olive oil, blend them into a soup, or even toss them into your morning omelet. The key is consistency, getting a little every day. And speaking of healthy fats, let's talk about nuts, especially walnuts and almonds. These tiny foods pack a serious punch when it comes to your heart and brain. Walnuts, for example, are full of omega-3 fatty acids, the kind your brain loves. They help reduce brain fog, improve memory, and fight inflammation throughout the body. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, which is like a shield for your cells, keeping them youthful and strong. And the best part? A small handful a day, just 6 or 7 nuts, is enough. No need to overdo it. They make a perfect snack with tea, a crunch in your salad, or a topping for yogurt. Just remember to choose the unsalted ones when possible to keep your blood pressure in check. Now, I want to share something that might surprise you. Berries. Yes, those colorful, sweet little fruits that taste like summer. Whether it's blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, or blackberries, they're not just delicious, they're medicine. As you age, your cells become more vulnerable to oxidative stress, tiny bits of damage that pile up over time and make you feel older than you are. Berries fight that. They're full of compounds called flavonoids and anthocyanins, which not only protect your cells, but also improve memory, help balance blood sugar, and reduce the risk of heart disease. Try adding a handful of frozen blueberries to your oatmeal in the morning, or blend them into a smoothie. You don't need a lot, just a small bowl daily can make a world of difference. These 3 foods, leafy greens, nuts, and berries, form a powerful trio. Together they nourish your brain, protect your heart, and support your bones. More importantly, they give you energy that feels natural and lasting, not the kind of jittery energy you get from coffee or sugar, but that calm, steady kind that carries you through your day. That helps you get up from your chair with ease, remember names a little faster, or simply enjoy a walk outside with a little more spring in your step. And here's something to remember. It's not about dieting or giving up everything you love. It's about adding in the good, bit by bit, day by day. You're not aiming for perfect, you're aiming for better. And better is always possible, no matter what age you are. So if you've felt like your spark has dimmed just a bit, don't worry. The body has a remarkable ability to heal and rejuvenate, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. These foods are your fuel. They're your foundation. And every bite you take is a step toward more energy, more clarity, and more life. Now that we've explored some of the most powerful everyday foods you can start enjoying right away, let's continue with more treasures from the kitchen that can transform how you feel from the inside out. If you've ever stood in your kitchen and wondered, what should I eat today that'll actually make me feel better? You're not alone. As we get older, our appetite might shrink, but our body's needs actually grow. It's a strange little paradox. We eat less, but we need more. More nutrition, more support, more love through food. So the choices we make every day start to matter even more than they did before. The good news is, the right foods don't have to be exotic or expensive. They just have to be wise. Let's talk about one of the simplest yet most powerful foods you can bring into your daily life. Oats. Now, I know some people think oats are just bland breakfast mush, but hear me out. Oats are a quiet powerhouse, especially for people over 65. They're full of soluble fiber, which helps lower bad cholesterol, keeps your blood sugar steady, and supports digestive health. As we age, digestion often slows down, and it's easy to feel sluggish or even constipated. Oats gently keep everything moving without causing irritation. Plus, they keep you full, truly full, for hours. That means fewer cravings, more balanced energy, and a happier gut. You can dress them up however you like. Cook them with water or milk. Sprinkle on some cinnamon. Add those berries we talked about earlier. Even stir in a spoonful of almond butter. A warm bowl in the morning can feel like a hug from the inside out. Now, let's shift to something golden, something often overlooked but deeply healing. I'm talking about turmeric. This little yellow spice, common in many kitchens, contains curcumin, a compound with incredible anti-inflammatory properties. If you suffer from stiff joints, arthritis, or those creaky mornings when your knees don't want to bend quite right, turmeric could be your friend. Inflammation is one of the biggest culprits in aging-related diseases, whether it's heart problems, memory loss, or chronic pain. Turmeric helps cool the fire. You don't need much, just a small teaspoon added to soups, stews, or even scrambled eggs. And if you pair it with black pepper, it becomes even more powerful. Some people even make golden milk. Warm milk with turmeric, pepper, and honey before bed. It's soothing, calming, and good for your joints. And while we're talking about healing, we can't forget about yogurt. Plain, unsweetened yogurt, to be exact. Our gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and as we age, that balance can get a bit off. Stress, medications, and time all take a toll on our digestive health. Yogurt helps bring that balance back. It's full of probiotics, friendly bacteria that support your immune system, improve digestion, and even affect your mood. Yes, you heard that right. Your gut and your brain are deeply connected. A healthier gut often means clearer thinking, better sleep, and even a brighter mood. Yogurt is also rich in calcium and protein, both essential for strong bones and muscles, especially if you're working to prevent falls or fractures. Just make sure to pick one without added sugars. Stir in some fruit, a sprinkle of flax seeds, or a drizzle of honey, and you've got a snack or even a light meal that loves your body back. These foods may sound simple, but when you eat them regularly, oats in the morning, turmeric in your meals, yogurt as a snack, you start to feel it. Your body begins to respond. Your energy doesn't crash in the middle of the day. Your digestion feels smoother, your joints thank you, and more importantly, you start to feel a little more in control. You're nourishing yourself in a way that supports the life you want to keep living, because that's really what this is about. It's not just about living longer, it's about living better, waking up with the energy to do what you love, having the strength to lift your grandchild, feeling well enough to tend your garden, take a walk, or dance a little in your kitchen. When you take care of your body, gently, lovingly, every day, it returns the favor in ways you might not expect. You don't need to overhaul everything. You don't need fancy diets or expensive powders. You just need to pay attention to the little things that make a big difference over time. And food is one of the most powerful of those things. Let's keep going. There's one more food I want to share with you, something that might already be in your kitchen but deserves a whole new level of respect. Now, let's talk about something small, humble, and full of life. Something you may already have in your pantry: beans. Yes, beans. Lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans. They may not look like much, but inside those little packages is a world of nourishment. For people over 65, beans are a quiet miracle. They're packed with protein, loaded with fiber, and incredibly rich in nutrients like folate, magnesium, potassium, and iron. And here's something that matters even more. They help support your muscles without overburdening your digestion. As we get older, we naturally lose muscle mass unless we work to maintain it. And muscles aren't just about lifting things. They're about balance, mobility, posture, even metabolism. Beans give you the protein your muscles need, but without the heaviness or saturated fat that can come from too much red meat. Plus, they're heart healthy. They help lower blood pressure and cholesterol, and they keep blood sugar steady, which can be especially helpful for anyone managing diabetes or prediabetes. A small bowl of lentil soup, a scoop of hummus with vegetables, or even a warm dish of black beans with rice can be deeply satisfying and healing. Add a little garlic, a dash of olive oil, maybe some fresh herbs. Suddenly, you're not just feeding your body, you're feeding your soul. And that brings us to our final food, and it's one you may not think of as food at all, but rather as a companion: water. Yes, good old-fashioned water. You'd be amazed how many of the aches, fatigue, and even brain fog people experience every day are tied to dehydration. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. That means you might not feel thirsty, even when your body is quietly crying out for hydration. Every single cell in your body needs water. It cushions your joints, keeps your skin supple, flushes toxins from your organs, and supports the electrical signals in your brain. Even slight dehydration can make you feel tired, dizzy, or unfocused. And here's the kicker: by the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So make a habit of sipping water throughout the day. Keep a glass next to your favorite chair, by your bedside, or at your kitchen sink. Add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or mint if that helps you enjoy it more. Herbal teas count too, just avoid anything too heavily caffeinated. Water doesn't just quench your thirst, it nourishes your vitality. When you look at all these foods together, leafy greens, nuts, berries, oats, turmeric, yogurt, beans, and water, they form something truly powerful. Not a diet, not a regimen, but a lifestyle, a rhythm, a way of honoring the body you live in every single day. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to change everything overnight. But what you can do, what you deserve to do, is start treating your meals like small gifts to yourself. You've spent decades caring for others, working hard, building a life. Now it's your time to nourish yourself. Not just to live longer, but to live better. With energy, with clarity, with peace. Maybe your goal is to feel stronger in your legs. Maybe you want to keep up with your grandchildren, or take long walks with your spouse, or simply enjoy waking up without pain or fog. Whatever your reason, let it guide you. Let it remind you that the power to feel good again doesn't lie in a pill or a complicated program. It lies in your daily choices, especially the ones you make in your kitchen. You are not too old, you are not too late. Your body still responds. It still heals. It still thrives with care. These foods aren't just about nutrition, they're about life. They're about giving you the fuel to do what you love, to be who you are and to savor each moment more fully. So, if this video helped you in any way, if it reminded you of the power you still hold, leave a comment below and tell us, which of these foods will you try adding into your day? We'd love to hear your story. And if you found value here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living well at any age. Because right now, this is your time, your chapter, and it's going to be a good one. Here's to your strength, your joy, and your next beautiful years. You deserve it, all of it.